YouTube, back again. This is going to be the last of the catch-up pickups videos of all the stuff that I bought over the last coming on 6 months, I think, not including April. We've gone back to normal for April, but around about October to March, while I was not uploading, all that stuff was literally put to one side and in boxes and waiting to be filmed, or not, as the case might have happened. So what have we done? We've done charity shops, we've done CX, we did Music Mad Party, stuff that I bought off the internet, like Zavi and Zoom and Amazon. This is going to be the last of what I've picked up out in the wild. Obviously we've done, like I say, the charity shops and CEX, so those items won't be included in this video. This is pretty much everywhere else, which, seeing everywhere else, only consists of maybe 4 or 5 at best different places. So we're going to start off with cash converters. I'm looking in the box. I don't think this is it. I think there might be some more, but we may come across them in a bit. But these were all in a sale bin. I say bin. It wasn't a bin. There was only a few. But they were just wanting to shop them at 50p a piece. These were all originally £3. So I got leather heads. Don't know anything about that. Bunraku. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know anything about that. Amsterdam Heavy. Again, know nothing about that. An Idiot Abroad, first series. I've seen some of this. At the time, it was when I still hate isn't a hot word. It's not the right word, but I didn't like the stuff that Ricky Gervais was doing. And that stems back even before The Office, but specifically The Office I hated. There's that word. And pretty much everything since then, up until a couple of years ago, with Ricky Gervais, and I either avoided or wasn't keen on. But that's changed recently. I've seen a few things, more recent things with him in, and I've enjoyed them. So yeah, I'll probably go back to giving this another try. And all of that said, the guy that is focused on, Carl Pilkington, he's so dry, but he's absolutely hilarious. He's brilliant. And then some Russell Crowe with The Next 3 Days. Yep, so they were all 50p each. Okay, going on again to these cash converters, cash generators. Oh, I'm getting lost now with what I've got here. So we'll move on to the cash converters once again. This is a different store. I thought this was a bargain. This is the Matrix Complete Trilogy, £4.25. I was just walking past and they had a bunch of box sets in the window, Blu Ray box sets, at quite cheap prices. This was the only one that caught my eye that I wanted to buy. But yeah, that price. It was actually, I don't know about now, this is a few months ago, but at the time it was trading in from on that at CX, but I didn't, I wanted to keep it. And I'm happy they've done this with the label. They've kept most of the backing on it, just only stuck with a little amount, because these things are notoriously hard to get off, and on card as well. I still think that might be difficult, but it's way better than it would have been. And also that same day, I got Snatch on Blu-ray, a film that I once had on Blu-ray Steelbook, which I got rid of. I purged all my Steelbooks, but £1.25 I was happy to have got that. And these again are all cash converters, from the same store that I bought them. And these were Interstellar, and that was £1.50. Shutter Island at 99p, and Ben-Hur, which again was 99p. I picked this up, I thought, oh my god, Ben-Hur for £1, I'm having that. It wasn't until I got home that I realised what a schoolboy error I'd made. This is a remake. It's not the. I don't think the Charlton Heston is even the original, but that's what I thought it was, the Charlton Heston one, even though it's clearly not on the cover. Yeah, bit of a bollocks up there, but it is what it is. It was £1. What can I say? Okay, this next bunch came from Time Bargains, which used to be cash generators, and these were on a buy two get one free, and the cashier, I don't know what happened, whether he just wasn't being attentive or whether something was going on in the store at the time, but he literally, I had them on the counter and he literally looked at it, 99p, right, buy two, get one free, charge me £1.98 for all three, except they weren't all 99p, two of them were. So I got the original version of Inglourious Bastards, which was, like I say, 99p. Robocop, the remake, which didn't come with a slipcover. This is a slipcover I already had. And this again was 99p. And then Tarantino's remake of Inglourious Bastards, but this one was £1.99. So this was the one I got free. Not complaining, just every time I go in this spot and they've got a deal on, they mess up, but they always mess up in my favour. And the next time, or in fact I think this might have been the previous time, I got Stolen, Nicolas Cage. That one was 99p. Horns with Daniel Radcliffe, again we then took the slip cover, which was 99p, and some more Nicolas Cage and Left Behind, which again was 99p, and these again were three for £2, buy two get one free, and also from Time Bargains, 20p each. On DVD, you've got Beat Street, Hollow Man, which there's a Blu Ray of Hollow Man 1 and 2 actually coming out, I believe, next week from 88 Films, which looks quite nice, but it's a little bit pricey, so maybe wait for a price drop on that one. And the original Universal Soldier. These next couple I think came from cash generators. So we've got Insidious. I can't get the slip cover off. Yeah, they came from cash generators, which is £1. Universal Soldier Regeneration, which was also £1. Again with the slip cover. I'm going to pause this a minute and do a bit of tidying up because it's getting unruly. Okay, back again. Now, going back to last, I want to say October and November, when Ant-Man and the Wasp came out on Blu-ray. I hadn't long seen Infinity War, and I managed to get through to watching that on Blu-ray with almost no spoilers. I'm quite proud that that happened. I almost got spoiled at one time. I think I mentioned this before in a charity shop where two quite young, late teens, maybe early 20s kids were very loudly having a conversation of various deaths and couldn't get out of the shop quick enough. But no names were mentioned at the point while I was in there. By the time I got out, whether they started talking specifics after that, I don't know. But yeah, like I say, Ant-Man and the Wasp came out on Blu-ray. The original Ant-Man is one of my least favourite Marvel movies. I didn't hate it, but I thought it was dumb. I didn't love it. So Ant-Man and the Wasp was quite low on my priorities of watching. But in the space of a few hours, not even watching videos on YouTube, just video titles and thumbnails started spoiling things. So I thought, I'm going to have to go and get it and watch it. And I looked at CX, and their second-hand price was pretty close to the brand new price. And even on Amazon, I couldn't find any. This was literally 2 days after it was released. I couldn't find any deals, and I eventually went out to Tesco's. It's the quickest way I'm going to get it. It was an evening. I happened to have some club card points, so all told, it actually cost me just under a tenner, which for a new release, I was pretty happy with. So yeah, I got Ant-Man and the Wasp, the 3D edition with the slipcover. I like this movie. It was way better than the first one, way better. So yeah, I'm really glad that I got it. Right, moving on once again. Everything else now, I believe, came from HMV. Not necessarily at the same time, but in the sale at Christmas, or in the New Year, should I say. Alien Covenant. This was $4.99 with the slipcover. As it turned out, I already have this slipcover in my bunch of slipcovers, but at the time when I bought this, I hadn't remembered that. It was because there's so many in there. It was one that I'd totally forgotten that I owned. Not that it would have stopped me from buying it. Just means I've got an extra slipcover for trading. So yeah, for a $5, I thought that was a decent deal. And then I think this next lot came in a 3 for $20. 5 for $30 or 3 for $20 deal. And these were, I actually only got 3 for $20, if I remember correctly, which I think HMV has stopped doing now. Since the new ownership, they've changed some of the deals that they do. I think they do 2 for 13 instead of the 3 for 20. I think that's how it works now, but there's certainly no 5 for 30s. And this is another 88 Films limited edition Mind Ripper. City of Lost Children. This was a blind buy, but it just seemed, when I was reading the back, really intriguing. I haven't watched it yet though. And another 88 Films, which at this price I had to get. It's another 88 Films limited edition with the slipcover. Adult fairy tales. Yeah, this was a big disappointment. It was pretty awful. Yeah, not much more to say about that. And another one in the Christmas sale. I got Old Boy on Blu-ray. I got this on DVD. Maybe it was a couple of years ago. It was an American release, Region 1, but it had an English soundtrack, which, from what I can remember, the UK release that I'd seen, at least on DVD, never had a dubbed English, what I meant to say, English audio. It was always the original. Is it Korean? I believe it's Korean, and subtitles. And that American release had dubbed English audio. And when I spotted this in HMV, I had a look on the back, and it also has that dubbed audio. So for £3, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have that. And a couple of 2 for £20, sorry, 2 for £25 deals. There's something missing. Why is there something missing? Oh no, one of these I didn't buy on the deal. I bought on its own. Yeah. So I got these two together on the same day, but they weren't a £225 deal. Again, 88 Films limited edition of Eyeball. When I got both of these, actually, they were already out of print. 88 Films had already sold out. Yeah, so Eyeball, this is part of the Italian collection. And if we can get it out of its slip cover, which this one's quite a tight one. Maybe 2 hands. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so this is spine number 45 from 1975 from the Italian collection. And Bad Dreams, which was £9.99. And again, this had gone out of print on 88 Films website, but HMV still had a copy left. This was last year, so it was before they went into administration. They stopped getting a lot of the newer, certainly Arrow and 88 Films titles in. But yeah, this is part of the Slasher Classics collection. Let's see if we can create it out. So we've got spine number 37 from 1988. Bad Dreams. Yeah, again, happy to have got that. And then this bunch were part of the 2 for 25, and they're not all Arrow. It's 188 Films. Scream Queens, or rather 80s Scream Queens. This is a 3-movie box set, which I didn't realise. I thought it was a documentary. Obviously, reading the back, it's quite clear that it's not that. But just seeing it on the website and from the cover, to me, it just seemed like it was one of these documentaries about 80s Scream Queens. It's not. It's actually three movies, all with Hannah Quigley. Yep. And also at the same time as getting that one, I got Elvira. Again, this is a limited edition slipcover, but this is an Arrow. I've heard tales of some people having problems with their discs, them not playing. That was my experience. It played fine on my Blu-ray player, so happy that was the case. And then this final two, once again, Arrow release slipcover editions. We've got 12 Monkeys. I think this one's actually still sealed. And Heathers. Absolutely adore this film. It's so good. Really chuffed that Arrow releases. They've more recently gone into these genre of 80s comedies movies. They've done a couple in the past, but they're going into the more mainstream ones now. They did this one, obviously Elvira, and coming up, I think in July, they announced just recently for release in July, Weird Science, which is one of my top 2 80s comedy films, that and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and to be honest, I can't determine between the two which is my favourite. It'll change daily. I love both of those movies equally. And 16 Candles are also releasing, which if you'd asked me a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I'd have said, oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I watched that way back in the day. I watched the trailer. Yeah, I've never seen that film, and I don't know how I've never seen that film. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one being released. Anyway, there we go. That's a bunch more, and the last of all the stuff that I've bought over the last 6 months that didn't get seen in a video because I hadn't made any. Yeah, there we go. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.